Yo, what is up? It is Tuesday, March 29th. No crisis can win. It's such a good day to make some trouble. We're talking about the metaverse. We're talking about billion chip. We're talking about this Twitter guy. And we're talking about service experience I want to talk about.
Everywhere I go, the people really want to know who I is and who I be.
Oh, the Tuesday.
You've had the service experience thing, I think, on the podcast like 8 times now.
Oh, well, that's a high, but I'm gonna pull a Kyle Mounts here quote out right now. Here's the problem.
Here's the thing.
I was like, here's the problem. Well, the problem is it's still going on.
Oh, man.
Well, look, okay, so I was a service writer, and so I understand what's happening. So, but I've been really taught there's a dichotomy in service experiences I have. I have a 2018 Navigator, and I have a 2020 Kia Telluride. And I will tell you that the Lincoln service experience makes me book service so much more because I can just schedule it on the app. Right. And it actually transfers. Kia, I literally, my screens don't work sometimes. Like 20% of the time, my screen.
And you still don't want to service.
I still haven't booked service because I call the place and I get put in a queue. And then I talk to someone who doesn't know about Kias at all. And they're like, we'll service you. And they're putting me in a big block of time. And it's just like, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. Not to mention the Lincoln service has concierge, so they will pick it up. And so I'm like, just do it. I was like, when's the oil change due? They're like, you're not due yet. I'm like, I'm doing like 1,000 miles. I was like, just do it now. Right. Yes. I'm like speeding up my service cycle because it's so easy.
Look, I would too. I'm serious. If you called me and said, you're due, will you want me to pick up your car today, tomorrow, or the next day? I would be like, I don't care. I sit in this desk all day, every day. So just the key, I'm going to put the key in a little lockbox. You guys figure it out, bring it back, make sure it's here by the time I need to leave the day.
Oh,
right?
So good. So I went home to pick up mine last night because I was like, oh, I'll just bring the loaner back to you because it just worked out better that way. I get there. I needed a running board lubed. It wasn't. And then I realized the tires I got swapped over, the summer tires, weren't my tires. No. I was like, hey, these aren't my tires.
Oh,
I just bought them last year. Like, they were freaking expensive. Yeah. Like 22-inch Navigator tires. I was like, I didn't factor this into the budget.
Right. All right. So, for those that, because I live in the South, I just need everyone to know that's Southern born, that lives in California. I didn't know this for years and years and years, but these crazy people up north, they do this thing called they switch tires twice a year. They put summer tires and winter tires. It's nuts. They got storage facilities, the whole night. It's a whole nother business model for all these northern dealers that southern dealers couldn't even dream of.
Yes. And if you should be jealous because it's like, it's not twice the tires though. Like people are like, it's twice the tires. Like not really, because if you drive a car 50,000 miles before you let it go, right, you're still kind of the same level of tire wear. There's more tires than usual. Did you know that in Canada, it is the law that you put snow tires on? Really? You're getting, we'll get Michael Cirillo on here to verify that. But it is verifiably, if you're driving after a certain date with all seasons on, you're getting a ticket.
No way.
Yes.
I mean, it makes sense, right? They don't need a whole bunch of accidents up in here.
Safety issue. All right. No, the service. Hey, check out, if you haven't, check out the Instagram and the TikTok and the Facebook feeds, because we're posting a lot more to social media and LinkedIn. Actually, we have a great LinkedIn group. Search it ASOTU on LinkedIn. But people are starting to post pictures of the swag they're getting, which is so much fun. We got some hats and some mugs, and people, we got the troublemakers really stacking up in the mornings and starting to post. Oh, Jared, looking good.
There he goes. Look at that. Look at that cap. So
nice goatee too. He's got it going on, and that's a serious troublemaking face, I must say. It's a troublemaking face if I've ever seen one. Also, hey, if you're on the email list, asotu.com. If you're not, we're just having so much fun producing this email, and we have an amazing group of sponsors and partners who are helping us make that possible for you, helping us bring on some great people to help make the content better and richer. So if you're on there, show them some love. We have a really great healthcare company today. Yes, a healthcare company making it cheaper and better to get dealers. So check it out on the email today. And we got some fun news today.
You know what? This is what I'm going to say this. I'm going to preface this. I'm just going to throw this out there. If you are on the email list and you have the capacity to refer others to that, I highly recommend that in the next 3 days, you do that.
There may be an email that you're going to want to.
I need you to know that in the next 3 days, the quality of the referral that you will receive back in thanks from all
Street
of your
cred.
friends and
Yes.
street cred is like exponentially higher than it has been in the last 2 months since we started that program. So tell all the people is what I'm trying to tell.
And once you get a couple referrals, you do get free swag like stickers. And this is, man, I'm surprised I like this pin so much. This is an awesome
Always
pin.
wearing that thing.
Well,
yeah.
You know why? Because now I can just wear it like a dark gray hoodie and I slap the pin on and I feel like I'm dressed up.
Y'all classed up.
I'm dressed up, ready for work. It's my business clothes right now. It's my business clothes. Yes. All right, let's talk about some news. A bill passed the Senate yesterday to move to the House to get voted on or probably worked out in the details, but $52 billion of stimulus in order to increase chip production in the United States. So I didn't know these percentages. Automotive news story this morning. So in 2020, remember 2020? I do. Our producer, Isaac, pop in here for a second. Can you? I don't know if he's going to or not. He better be paying attention. There he is. No, pop into the stream. This is Isaac. Kyle, what year do you think Isaac was born?
Oh, no. This is dangerous.
Yeah, come on, Kyle. Come on.
Were you born after I graduated high school or before? So are you 2000? Let's see. I'm going to go 2000.
It's after I graduated high school. We'll start.
Well, we know that. Sorry.
Yikes.
2003. 03?
How old do you think I am?
He's like, don't call me old like that. Okay. Oh, my goodness.
No, I'm 2000. Exactly 2021.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Paul, hold on. In the year 2000. Do you remember this from Jimmy Fallon? It's the greatest sketches of all time. I haven't heard the word 2000 in a long time and just got to throw it out there.
But that's
I'm glad you were around for that.
So in the year 2000, when Isaac was born, the U.S. production of chips accounted for 40% of the global supply. 40. This current year, 12%. And guess what? Our reliance on chips is exponentially higher. So the point of this bill is to incentivize companies to increase chip production, right? We have grants and we have stimulus money. And, so that passed through the House. It was more of a procedural vote to get it to deliberations in Congress. But, you have people, it seems like a lot less people on the side that want to hold it up. And the people that do want to hold it up have like qualms with it because there's, some environmental issues wrapped up in there. And,
yeah, they always wrap. I mean, $52 billion, you got to wrap a few fun things in there. Right. And so that's
like this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Right. Yes. Maybe they'll miss it. Maybe they'll miss it when they're reading the 20,000 page document or whatever. And our friend, the independent senator from Vermont, Mr. Bernie Sanders says, he says that, wait, I got to quote him. The financial gains made by these companies must be shared with the American people, not just wealthy shareholders. Right. So that's my best Bernie Sanders. Is it pretty good?
That was real good. All you needed was some mittens.
We'll get that. This is social media fun right now. But I got to agree with him. Hey, capitalism is a great thing, right? Well, obviously,
absolutely.
We believe this. But I really liked it when the U.S. bailed out the automakers and we're like, hey, when you come back, we're going to make a little bit on this, right? There should be a return because that's capitalism. So I don't know if Bernie understands what he's doing right now, but actually that's a very capitalistic statement to make.
It absolutely is. It's great.
If there's profits, they should be distributed amongst the people who invested in the company. So, so I don't know. I'm excited about chip production in Syracuse. They're building a new chip production facility. They're probably building 20 of them near you, I guess.
Absolutely. Look, they're building so much stuff in Nashville. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, Oracle is coming in here, so they're going to be producing something, right? They've got this massive land grab, and they're a big data company. But when you got data, you got to have technology or hardware around it. So, yeah, I'm excited about the U.S. should own more of the manufacturing, in my opinion, and it allows us to be more nimble in times of duress, right? I mean, we're looking at that. We had an article actually in the newsletter this morning about the oil dependency and actually how U.S. oil provides a lot more across overseas than it has in the past, and we're pressing even more into that, right? So not just being an import country, but an export country. And when we're talking about chip production, it's a timely message.
Yeah, and I think we have a great opportunity in the US, the more independent we are. Like what this whole Russia-Ukraine thing, a lot of people are saying, hey, like the global economy is not going back to where we thought we were just on the verge of, right? We thought we were on the verge of like this whole global economy. It's obvious right now that that's not going to work. And so I do think the responsibility by which the US typically goes be about manufacturing and even oil exploration and all this stuff, like the oil's got to come from somewhere. And I'm pretty confident the way we're going to do it here in this country is probably a lot more responsible than where it's done in most other places. So I think it's a good thing. I think everybody can win. Hey, so did you ever read the book by, I can't remember what it's called now. The book by the Disney CEO, Robert Iger. Oh, what is it called?
No, I haven't.
Strangely enough.
Hold on.
It's sitting around here somewhere. I haven't read it.
Someone find it in his office. Here we go.
But I own it. But I own it. I actually read the first like 2 chapters, but either way. So Robert Iger ran Disney from 2005 to 2020. Did a lot of amazing things. He really kind of modernized the business. He brought it into the modern media production and distribution world with like streaming and all that stuff. And he has made his first move that he's made since leaving the company a couple of years ago, investing in and sitting on the board of a company called Genies, who allows and creates tools to help people like make stuff like swag and upfit avatars in the metaverse. There it is, the ride of a lifetime. There's a great story about when he first takes the position and he goes to, like they take him into this, hotel area and they give him and his wife a break. And the room is just like full of like Disney stuffed animals. You know what I mean? And he and his wife were like, okay, this is our life now. Right. And they're like, we didn't know what to do with all this stuff. So we just left it. Like I have a hard enough time like getting something home from a trade show.
Oh yeah, no, it's not possible. Yeah, that's why we give away gift cards these days. Yes, exactly.
So so this company is 100% focused on like increasing or like enriching the metaverse experience, right? Like you can make hats, you can make clothes, you can interact with other people. And he says, quote, imagine, letting someone buy a Mickey Mouse avatar and then customizing it in a way that we would never allow it before, right? Like Disney's got the lock on the IP. He said also it'd be kind of hard to do in the real world. So not just Disney stuff, but any stuff. Like it's a world of personalization. And my question is like, can we make some ASOTU flat brims as soon as possible?
Let's get on that. I was actually thinking about that this morning. I was like, man, we really need to do a swag line in the metaverse. And I think it would pop. I think it would be more than just automotive, and it'd be really cool to see what like how people attach to the troublemaking theme for sure. Yeah. I think actually I've had this conversation with a couple of people when they see the no crisis can win or the pushback shirt, right? I'm all swagged up today, right? But
hold on a minute. Liza says I need to get my referral gear ordering today.
Liza's got all the referrals.
She's locked in right now. Is Liza in first place? Because we were just bragging on you being in first place to Patrick Abad last week. We have a couple people that are close, but Liza took the cake. Order the referral gear. You're getting extra stuff anyway. There's something about being an investor. So I don't know if you're going to see that comment because we're a little delayed here. Okay, so I'm sorry. I digress. I just had to acknowledge that one.
Yeah, but I mean, you just think about like all the swag is when I talk to people and when they're like, what is that no crisis can win? What is that pushback? And I describe it and they're like, oh, we feel that way in our industry too. Right. Yeah. I mean, we talked about yesterday how taxis and streaming and all this type of stuff. Every industry is dealing with this modernization of the industry and how to approach it, how to attack it, how to be energized by it. And it's a theme that I think businesses in general carry. So I'm excited to see what we do with it.
I am too. Isaac, throw the picture up that Brian Kramer sent us this morning. I don't know if that's Brian Kramer's avatar, but he got it wrong if it is. Because Brian Kramer's muscles are way bigger than that, but that dude would look awesome rocking an ASOTU hat right now. And I don't know if you've seen the back, Kramerica Industries. This may or may not be somewhere in the metaverse that may or may not somehow be a part of Brian Kramer's life. But okay, we get enough of the picture. It's too secret. It's too secret. We can't talk about Kramerica Industries. We can't. We just can't talk about it. Look, you have to realize this. For people like us and people like the troublemakers and the investors that enjoy like just exploring the space of life and business, there's always something going wrong that we don't know about.
I know. There's always, you know what? I was watching a video from Gary Vee yesterday. I sent this to you, and someone asked him the question, like, do you have too many irons in the fire? Is there too much going on? Are you paying attention to too much, right? He's on like 18 boards, has 7 companies. He's doing NFTs in the metaverse, is building brands with NFTs, has a wine business, has a side wine business, right? All of this type of stuff. And it's just because he's interested. I think that's the nature of troublemaking, is you're just interested in finding out all of the cool ways to interact and engage with the world. And so whether it be businesses or speaking events or opportunities to look at things in a new way, like we're just interested, we're intrigued at the way the world operates. And that's just by nature who we are. And I think a lot of the people in the ASOTU community are that same way.
Without a doubt. I think there are just a lot of dealers and a lot of tech partners that are the same way. Right? Even though the retail auto dealer world is the space we play in, there are so many places to go from there. So many places, because cars touch every part of life that we have here in the state. Every single part. I love Gary's opening line. I'm going to cut the expletives out, but he said, "I'm the most focused expletive that you've ever met." Right? So it looks unfocused, but actually it's really focused, and the highway is going in the same direction. We only have, we're already over time. So we do have one other thing that we want to mention. So there is this guy on Twitter at CarDealership Guy. It's linked up in the comments, and he's just tearing it up. It is a dealer operator, someone's been in the industry, and he's just like sharing all the knowledge. Very polarizing amongst the dealer community. Some people like him, some people hate him. You know, people are like, is this a real guy? What's actually going on? And when he gave this tip, I knew he was legit. He said, this is the best way to get a car fob, a replacement car fob. Call your local dealership and have them refer their car fob vendor to you.
Save 50%.
Save 50%. Right? It's like, that guy actually is in the dealership every day.
He knows the stuff. Yeah.
He knows the secrets. And coming from like that reconditioning vendor background, I was like, all right, yeah, I see you. And so, somebody thinks there's an architect. Yeah, there is, Rick. And so this guy's tearing it up. Check him out at Car Dealership Guy. I'm not saying that this account is run by us. I'm just saying that we've never been seen in the same place at the same time.
There we go.
Same logic applies for Batman. I'm not saying I'm Batman. I'm just saying you've never seen he and I in the same place at the same time. But either way, look, you know why I like him? Because he's a troublemaker.
That's right. He is.
You're never going to agree with a troublemaker. Look, some of our investors are polarizing people. Not lies. Everybody loves lies.
Sometimes we're polarizing, but that's okay.
Absolutely. And that's kind of the element of the community of troublemakers, right? We make trouble together. We're not always going to get it right. We're not always going to agree, but we are going to agree on one thing, that when dealers band together, no crisis can win. So whatever you're doing today, go make some trouble, care for other people, and let's have a little fun too.